Good morning, students. It's 15th of April, and today we are going to start lesson number 3 of chapter number 11. I want you all to open your books, page number 504. On this page, we have the topic, What is work? You ride a roller coaster up a steep ramp. Your car climbs higher and higher. It reaches the top of the ramp. Then it rushes down the other side. A roller coaster ride can be fun, but it involves work. That means work can be fun. The word work, which we use in our daily life, and the meaning of the work in science, they are different. In science, we have some particular meaning of work. For example, force and distance. In science, work has a particular meaning. Work is done when a force is used to move an object a certain distance. When we apply force to some object so that it can move, it can cover some distance, that is called work. The force which we apply on some object so that it can move some distance, that is called work. Work is done when a force is used, when we apply force. Why? To move an object to cover a certain distance. That is called force in science. A roller coaster does work when it moves its cars up a ramp. When the roller coaster goes high or comes back, it is covering some distance. So that is work. Gravity does work when it pulls the cars down the other side. You do work when you run or skate. When we run or when we skate, we are covering some distance, and so that is work. Anytime you push or pull to move an object some distance, you do work. Whenever we push something, whenever we pull something so that an object can move some distance, so that is the work. That is the work. Okay, here the weightlifter in the picture is using a force. Now, where is the picture? This is the picture of the weightlifter. She is carrying some weight. Okay, now we study. The weightlifter in the picture is using a force to keep the weights above her head. Is she doing work? Surprising, she's not. Why? Because here they say the force she is using is balanced by the force of gravity. The force with which she is lifting up the weight, that force is balanced by the force of gravity, because there is force of gravity which is pulling it down. So both these forces are balanced. These balanced forces keep the weight from moving. So that's why the weights are not moving when she is holding up. But of course, she did the work to lift the weights up. But when she lifted it up, so the position of the weights is changed. Before they were down, now they are up. She moved it from down to up. So this is the work done. But when she is carrying it above her head, so at that time, there is no work done. Okay. Now, we have two types of energy. One is potential energy and the other one is kinetic energy. But first we should know what is energy. In science, energy is the ability to do work. What is energy? The ability to do work. The ability with which we do some work. That means energy is needed to apply a force that will move an object. For example, if we want to do some work, we need to apply some force. If we need to apply some force, we need energy. Energy is the ability to do work. How we do the work? Because we do the work by applying force on some object. When we apply some force, so for this we need energy. Energy is also needed to make matter change. If we want to change the matter, for this reason we also need the energy. Now we have the first type, potential energy. What is potential energy? Stored energy is called potential energy. When energy is stored in something, it is not using up, it is just stored. So that is called potential energy. It has the potential energy or future ability to do work. Means right now, if something is having energy, something has stored energy in it, that thing is not using that energy. With this energy, he can do work later on. So that energy is called potential energy. A roller coaster at the top of a ramp has potential energy. For example, if the roller coaster at the top of a ramp, there it is actually, it is not moving, or it is moving very slowly. Or if the roller coaster is at rest, it has not started its motion, so at that time we say that it has the energy and later on it will move. So we say that at that time, when the roller coaster is at rest, or when the roller coaster is at the top of the ramp where it is not moving, we say it has the potential energy. Now on the next page, we have kinetic energy. Now what is kinetic energy? When an object is moving, it has the energy of motion. This is called kinetic energy. Means kinetic energy is what? Kinetic energy is the energy of moving object. Potential energy is stored energy. Now when the object is moving, it is using that energy. The potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. So we say the energy of moving objects is called the kinetic energy. A roller coaster has kinetic energy when it moves up or down on a ramp. When it is moving up or it is moving down, it is in motion. So at that time we say that at this point, when the roller coaster is moving, it is moving up or it is moving down, at that time it has the kinetic energy, because it is moving, it is in motion. A moving object can do work on any object it touches. If something is moving and it touches anything, we say that the work is done on those objects. For example, the roller coaster, as it travels, the roller coaster also moves the people inside the cars. Now if we are sitting inside the roller coaster and the roller coaster is moving, so we are also moving, so we say that the work is done on us by the roller coaster. In the second column, we have potential energy can change to kinetic energy easily, as I have told you. Have you ever shot a bow and arrow? You know what is bow and arrow? This is the picture of bow and arrow. This one is the bow and these are the two arrows. So what happens? The stretched bow has potential energy. The stretched bow, it has the bow, this one, it has the potential energy. When it is stretched, it works much like a spring. When you release the string on the bow, its potential energy becomes kinetic energy and the arrow moves. When we stretch it and then we release it, so the arrow goes. So what happens? The potential energy which the bow had, it is converted to kinetic energy, and so the arrow goes. Dear students, I stop the lecture here. Inshallah, we will continue tomorrow. Check your class dojo. I will put the homework on that. Till then, bye.